Hey guys, don't forget September 16th, after Monday Night Raw, we're going to be joined by this lovely lady, Andrea Eve. So don't miss that show. Now let's get to the state of the WWE, Episode 8. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the State of the WWE, Episode 8. This is going to be a little bit of a mini episode, guys, because I'm doing it solo here. It's youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. For everything that is wrestling, youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. I am here to give you the wrestling news, the inside, my opinion, rumors, spoilers, all the news, whatever we can do here. I am not joined by my partner, Chris Tosevich, tonight, but that's fine. I can do it solo. I can do it by myself, baby. We'll do it live, and I will. I will do it live, all right. And when I go live for 6 months, because I have a strike on my YouTube account, I go live via youtube.com/darkestdays11. So subscribe to both channels, Darkest Days 11 and Joe Cronin Show. But make sure you're subscribed and pay attention to Joe Cronin Show for everything. But if you want to see the live stuff, you got to go to Darkest Days 11. Just for 6 months, though. Just for 6 months. And then we're back here doing everything under this channel, under this umbrella. So sorry for the confusion. Let's get right into it. Matt Morgan, WWE rumors. Something I've been asked about all week long. In fact, I asked my buddy, the Sports Courier, a minute ago. I did not do a TNA Impact review live tonight, but he did, and he does one every week. Actually, me and him compete. On Monday Night Raw, he had 18 viewers, I had 18 viewers, and he had 20, I had 15, I had 20, he had 16. You know, we were going back-to-back all night, and I actually I only noticed it out of the corner of my eye. And then I began obsessing with it to see who was going to do better. Actually, we kind of equaled out. By the end of the night, we were basically tied. I don't want to say I won. I might have, but whatever. It's not really about that. It's about content and getting subscribers, and right now he has more than me, so there you go. But he was great listening to it tonight, so I asked him about that, and he said, no way. I think he thought that I wanted Matt Morgan to go to the WWE. I do not want Matt Morgan to go to the WWE. Because, like he said, there's too many big guys and too many guys like that. The only thing I can see the WWE doing is packaging him as like how he was the blueprint character in TNA. But I think it would be easier for Matt Morgan to just, basically, or easier for WWE to just create a 22-year-old who looks the same way, actually, and more ripped, and to call him like the DNA, some kind of specimen or whatever. I mean, you kind of did it with the masterpiece Chris Masters, but it was kind of lackluster and whatever. But so Matt Morgan in WWE, I don't think so. I think that's where Matt Morgan wants to go, and I think there is a place for him, and I think he could get hired. So I will disagree with him in that facet. Where so what if they have all those guys that are that size? That's what WWE looks for. So it makes sense that they would still sign him. But right now I don't think so. Maybe not. We could have seen the last of Matt Morgan on TV at least. So who knows? As far as WWE Raw, I want to go back to that real quickly. Big Show crying. The more I watch it, the more I'm like, what the hell happened last Monday? The Big Show's wrestled Daniel Bryan before. You know what I mean? He's beat the crap out of Daniel Bryan before. Why all of a sudden now is he like, and he's got the ironclad contract. So it's just like, this is so forced. It's terrible plot hole writing. You see this in very bad movies. You know what I mean? You see this type of stuff in bad movies. Why is this guy robbing a bank like that? And why is this? Because the story said so. Because they had to do it. Why is Big Show in the ring crying and everything, and no one mentioned his ironclad contract? Because they forgot, and because he has to, because that's what they said he had to do, even though it's stupid. It's just stupid. It's pathetic, is what it is. I mean, what is this? This is completely taken away from Daniel Bryan's run. It's killed, for me, it's killed a lot of his momentum and stuff. It's really just become this cheesy, long drawn event that didn't need to happen, and I hate it. It's just not believable. I take it back. It's funny, Raw was so bad the week before, but there was some good points in it, but it was so bad that we gave this week's Raw. We said, wow, how good Raw was and everything. And I went back and rewatched it, and I was actually disgusted with the fact I gave it an 8.0, one of the higher ratings I've given a Raw last week. I mean, can you believe that? What the hell was I thinking? Guys, no way. That Raw, while it was complete, that's the only thing I will say is it always had my attention. It was complete. That ending segment was maybe the worst thing ever. The same thing happens every Monday night for the last 8 weeks, building to Night of Champions, which, by the way, shouldn't be called Night of Champions because every Night of Champions, the belts are supposed to be defended. But what's happening this night at Champion? Oh, IC belt is not being defended. IC belt is not on the line. For all I know, it's not on the line. So what the hell is the point in Night of Champions if the second most important title in WWE history is not being defended? The number 2 most important title not being defended at Night of Champions. Also wasn't defended at the previous pay-per-view, which, by the way, was only called SummerSlam, one of the second most important pay-per-views of the year. IC belt not defended. What the fuck, WWE? What in the flaming fucking hell are you doing? What in the world is going on at this company right now? You got the IC belt. We can't get the fucking thing on a pay-per-view, but we can get Big Show spilling semen all over his face. I gotta beat up Daniel Bryan. When like a year ago he would have just assumed beat up Daniel Bryan for a freaking steak and cheese sub. But now all of a sudden he can't stand the fact that he has to watch Daniel Bryan get beat up. Why? Because the story calls for him to be a babyface. And not just a babyface, a crazy babyface. Oh, man. I cannot take it. The Big Show. Man, I can't. He flip-flops babyface to heel more than anybody ever has, ever. It's horrific, and it's annoying, and I can't take it. YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Guys, subscribe, like, click that like button if you like what you're hearing so far from me. I don't know, maybe you don't like it. Click the dislike button. If you want to comment or leave a voicemail for me about what I've been talking about, and you want to leave your 2 cents, you can scream, yell, comment, say whatever the frig you want. 339-226-6610. The official voicemail box of the Joe Cronin Show. And when we go live on Monday Night Raw, or after Monday Night Raw for the post-recap show on YouTube, you can call that number, and it rings live. So I pick up and we talk, as you know. And if I don't pick up, it's because I'm on the phone with other people, or there's a million calls coming in and my head's exploding. But whatever, you'll get through eventually. So Night of Champions, man, that really pisses me off. I can't stand that. I'm not answering. No more Sting and Undertaker rumors. I don't care about it anymore. I just don't care. I don't care about Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk. I don't care about any of this stuff until it happens. I don't care. I'm done talking about it. I'm done answering questions about it. I'm done thinking that it could happen and then it won't. I'm sick of that. I really am sick of it. The Goldberg versus Undertaker. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe talk about that. But it's there. In my opinion, there's no chance in hell that this WrestleMania, it's not Goldberg versus Undertaker or Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. It's got to be one of those two this year. And I almost would bet my life on it. Actually, yeah, I bet my life on it. Here's something funny. This is funny news, and I've been telling everybody about this today. ECW original Steven Richards was at Diamond Dallas Page's house this past weekend in Atlanta, Georgia, and Richard was there to receive the official DDP certification to become a DDP yoga trainer. That's awesome. DDP is creating more. He's spanning franchises now. Let me take a serious moment for a second. What DDP is doing is not only inspirational, it's changing people's lives. Like, it's making an impact in people's lives, and DDP is really cool for doing it. And I don't even know him that well, but let me tell you that what he has done is wonderful. I think this guy. I mean, I don't know him, but from the outside looking in, just seems like a very motivational, very exciting, very inspirational, nice, smart guy. And I think that's really interesting what he's done. Mark Henry has been cleared to return to action. He had that hamstring injury in Boston right here next door to me. And he had the MRI again, and he now is cleared. He's ready to go. So, fear not, Mark Henry fans. It looks like he's rearing up and ready to go, ready to get back at it, guys. You can tweet my Twitter, at Joe Cronin Show on Twitter. And what do you think about Cody Rhodes, man? Gets fired. Everybody's flipping out about it. Some people think it's stupid. maybe the writing was stupid, but Cody Rhodes did a good job on the show the other day. I did like the part, to be honest. I like the random firing. He's going away anyway for a couple weeks to get married and everything. You might as well use it somehow, and they did. So I don't mind it. I mean, it was a little weird, and the writing wasn't the greatest, but what the hell? They used it. They did something with it. Why not? Why waste the opportunity? It's going to be missing anyway. I might as well do something. So they did. Now we'll see if it pays off in some kind of way, or if it was just stupid and meaningless for the most part. But we'll see. But they did use it to show Triple H's authority and kind of make it go, anything is happening. If only they didn't mention. I think the biggest mistake was that they mentioned that he was getting married on the television show. I thought they should have left that out, because now anybody who knows anything about the behind the scenes is immediately like, oh well, he's getting married. That's why. So he's not going to be here because he's getting married. I get it. But if you had just not said that, a lot of people, may have not ever liked that. So anyway, whatever. Guys, that's all I've got right now. We're maybe going to do another State of the WWE with Chris Tosevich, but he couldn't be here tonight. So I wanted to come on and give some of my thoughts. I know it's only a... what are we at, like 12 minutes? We usually do about 45, 50 minutes. I mean, I could sit here and talk 2 hours about wrestling, to be honest. I could do it. But it's 1 a.m. where I am, and I just got done watching Impact and a few other things, and maybe I'll make a video about Impact next, and I'll upload that, and you'll get to see that after this. But I just can't do it. I gotta go. I gotta go listen to that 9 Inch Nails CD that just came out again. Listen to the whole thing and regret and just wish that it was 1999 Nine Inch Nails or 1995 Nine Inch Nails, but whatever. Now it's bizarro, even more electronic noises. I don't know what to say about it. Maybe I'll love it by the end of the week, though. I don't know, but whatever. Anyway, guys, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at Joe Cronin Show. YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Guys, here, let me ask you a question. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to leave it in the comments below. And I want you to call my voicemail, 339-226-6610, or leave it in the comments below here. Do you think that Cody Rhodes will play a part in Night of Champions? Do you think he's going to show up and do something roguey at Night of Champions? Guys, because now he can do anything. That door is open for him to do something because he's been fired and he's not there, So I think it's very possible that something like that could happen. I think we're all pretty smart enough to figure that out. Maybe it's after Night of Champions that it happens, but do you think he's just going to end up coming back? Maybe, hopefully with better theme music, by the way. Or do you think he's going to do something, at Night of Champions? I think it's very possible, but what do you guys think? No, yes? Leave in the comments below or call me 339-226-6610 or with whatever you want. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for liking. And, guys, from Parts Unknown, I'm Joe Cronin. And can I say that anymore since I always keep saying that I'm from Boston or that I live in Boston? Should I really just ditch the part? I don't think I can say Parts Unknown because now it sounds stupid, right? Like, I'm coming to you from Parts Unknown. Well, not really. I'm coming to you from, Boston, full of douchebags. So I don't know if I can do that. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe Parts Unknown is Boston. Maybe nobody wants to go to Boston, so I don't know. I miss the old days when Boston wasn't on the map. Like, every movie was like, people were coming to blow up like friggin' New York City, and they were coming to blow up Chicago and LA and shit, but they never mentioned Boston. They always skipped over the city that was probably the easiest to target on the East Coast. The aliens never came here, they never wanted to destroy us. Independence Day, they didn't touch us. I kind of miss those days, but now it's like every movie we're in it somehow, or we got Tom Brady and all these things. Like, as soon as after 2001, this city was put on the map in a way that it hadn't been before. Before it was just some cutesy old, like, oh, Irish people are from there, and haha. Like, remember they made the Bomb movie, like Blown Away, and every time they made another movie, what's it called? Boondock Saints. Every movie had to have, like, people had Irish accents in every movie in the 90s that were Boston movies. Even, Good Will Hunting. It's like people had Irish accents. It's like, that's not how it is here. In fact, I've been walking around for, 3 weeks now? I haven't heard anybody with an Irish accent. And you almost never do. Even in Boston, when you hear an Irish accent, you're like, whoa, that guy has an Irish accent. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, but in those movies in the 90s, it's like, oh, this is commonplace. Everybody just has a Boston accent, or at least one out of all your friends has it. It's like, no, that's just not how it is. Everybody might have an Irish background, maybe, but we don't have those accents. It's not what it's like. But so I guess I do like the fact that it's not like that anymore. But now we're just now instead of that, the Irish people in Boston movies has changed. That's been substituted with the stupid Irish accent, or the stupid Boston accent that everybody does wrong in movies. By the way, hit me in the back of the head, man, or like whatever. It's like that's not how they talk, man. That's no, stop it. Now, I have an accent, but I kind of, it tunes out when I start to announce, when I start to talk on radio stuff, and when I do YouTube videos a lot of times. Now, if I start to rant, it starts to come out a little more, and I do have one. If I'm hanging out with my friends, it's thick. You know, I live right next to I'm near South Boston, you know what I mean? I'm right there. I'm not quite there. I'm outside. I'm not, directly from Boston, but I'm the close, and I'm not like from Western Massachusetts, where they'll always be like, yeah, I'm from Boston. It's like, no, you're not. You're from the farm. You're not from Boston. That's like somebody from living in New York, like, living in like, like up in Ithaca, being like, oh, I'm from New York, Manhattan, What? No, you're not, But in New York, the whole state is New York, so because it's New York, so they can get away with it. They can be like, oh, I'm from New York, and, you think the city right away until the guy says, no, not the city, though. But that never gets that far. But in Massachusetts, everybody says they're from Boston, but it doesn't make any sense. Because Boston's a tiny little area, on the state. The rest of the state is not like that. It's all forest and shit. So, whatever. I'm going off on a tangent. I'm drinking 100% pure orange apple juice. Not from concentrate, no pulp. There's your plug. It's Stop and Shop brand, too, so who knows what kind of stuff I'm drinking. Here we go. Let's have some more cancer. This fruit flies everywhere in the house. Oh, God. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to start wrestling again. I'm going to start working out. Start going to local gyms. You know what I would do if, which this won't happen because it just won't happen. I mean, I'm very impressed that we're up to 1,300 subscribers, guys. That's really cool. Well, actually, we'll be at 1,400 soon. So that's really cool. But if for some reason, like I ever made a video that went viral, like, whatever it is, like if I was just like singing a song or whatever and my video went viral and I had like 2 million subscribers, if you had 2 million subscribers, I mean, you're safe to, you could do, every state you could do some kind of show. And, you would think, at least 300 people would show up in every state if you had like 2 million subscribers on YouTube, right? So if that happened, and I had 2 million viewers because I had some viral video, I would tell everybody that now I'm a wrestling organization, but it's just me. And I'd get someone who was like really good at wrestling, like one of my buddies who could wrestle, and I would have a one-man wrestling tour all across the country. $10 a ticket. 300 times 10. Just like give a portion of the money, like find local wrestling organizations to host the shows, and they can have all their wrestlers wrestle, and it's like a big show and everything. And I'll just promote it. I'll get all the money. I'll get a big portion of the money, but they'll make even more money because I'm bringing in all my subscribers. That'd be cool, right? I mean, if you had 2 million viewers, I mean, that's what I would do. See, some of these other people with 2 million viewers, they don't do that stuff. They just sell T-shirts and kind of sit at home. But if I did it, I would go around wrestling all over I don't know. It'd be interesting. I know there's a couple guys I subscribe to. If they went on like a tour, I'd go see them at a comedy club. Some comedians. I mean, I'm not in shape right now for the most part. I can still do some stuff though. But that'd be a lot of money. 300 people in every state, times 10, that's $3,000 a state. Let's say I hit like the lower 48. Because fuck Alaska. No, sorry, I love Alaska. It's okay. It's $144,000. I could do and by the time you, if you split some of that with the wrestling places, whatever the little wrestling halls and stuff, even if you divided it by 2, you shared half of everything with them. That's $72,000. Then you take away expenses and maybe you got to pay a couple people. You take away, $20,000 out of that. Still, that's $52,000. That's a year paycheck. You could do that tour. in 2 months you could be done with the tour. In 2 months you just made $50,000. I'm sure 2 million subscribers. You get 300 people in every state, maybe more. Oh, but that's some kind of a pipe dream that would never happen. But I can you imagine that? There's guys who are really good at stuff, and they got 20,000 subscribers, and it's impressive. I'm at 1,300. That was because Colin JC just asked me, what would you do if you had 2 million subscribers, man? That'd be great. I think you're going to get to it. I think you're delusional. If I got to 2 million subscribers, I'd start making videos challenging, Daniel Bryan. WWE would probably take notice. 2 million subscribers. That'd be great, though. Won't happen. Man, that'd be so funny, though. I don't know what I would do. I'd have to start getting better at this, I'll tell you that. Tell you that much. But guys, thanks for sticking around. YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Subscribe, guys. Really help me out and like the videos. Watch all the friggin' commercials you can, too. I'll tell you what. I have something very important to say to you guys. And I'm going to do it next. But before I tell you that something important, what I want you to do is watch this message from the sponsors of YouTube. Check it out. Okay. All right. You watched it. Thanks, guys. Hey, thank you very much. And thanks to some of the new subscribers. Let's give a shout out. I got a special message to all you new subscribers. Jesse Jabber. Jesse space Jaber. Jesse Jabber has subscribed to you on YouTube. Thank you very much, Jesse. Joshua Bomber has subscribed to you on YouTube. Joshua space Baummer. Thank you, Josh Bomber, for subscribing. Lennon Whitehouse has subscribed to you on YouTube. Lennon Whitehouse. I love it. Lennon space Whitehouse. Thank you very much, sir. And what else? Who else we got? Ross Wyatt. Thanks, buddy. Thanks to Ross. Big shout out to you. Forza Ferrari 90 has subscribed as well. Thank you very much, sir. Or ma'am, or whoever you are. Thank you for subscribing. New subscribers for today. I wanted to give you guys a shout out. I'd love to go through the list and shout out to all my subscribers, but I'm going to do that right now. I just give you a special message, guys. You guys are here at the beginning. It means a lot to me that you've been here, especially some of you that have been here since way in the beginning. I'm talking like the first 300 subscribers. You guys, for a long time, we maintained an audience of about 200 to 300 for a long time until we started blowing up a little bit. So thank you guys to you guys originals who were here for 2 months when I was doing this solo and I didn't have any format whatsoever. I just came on here and ranted and raved. And the last month, since the August 1st, we've created a format. We've created this State of the WWE, which I think State of the WWE is my favorite thing we do. And unfortunately, Chris isn't here, but we're going to do another one, hopefully within a day or two, so that you can hear both of us talk back and forth, because I think that's what makes the show, to be honest. But it's been my favorite thing we do is State of the WWE. And, of course, I've loved doing the Raw recaps live after Raw. Unfortunately, we have that strike on YouTube, and we can't go live on my channel for another 4 months or maybe more. But we do it on Darkest Days 11's channel. So at least we get to still do it, but I'm saddened that we can't do it on my channel because it confuses a lot of you guys. A lot of people don't understand, that they have to go looking for it as soon as Raw goes off the air. You can't just look on my channel because it's... you can if you're on your computer. If you're on your computer, the link to it's on my channel, and it's easy. You click on it. But on a cell phone, it's not in the feed, I don't think. So it's confusing, and I lose viewership because of it. And then all these other people who are new who see it live think that I'm Darkest Days 11, and then they subscribe to that, and they never subscribe to Joe Cronin Show. And I lose. It's killing me, basically. But, I will say the guys, at some point, you know what I mean, I'm probably going to hit 2,000 subscribers. And, I will never lose you guys, the originals who are here for this. And every time you guys or anybody clicks the subscribe button, it means a real lot to me because I'm a YouTuber too. I have only 20 channels that I subscribe to, maybe 21 now. I subscribed to somebody tonight, and it means a lot to me because sometimes you subscribe to someone and they start they upload like 7 videos a day and all different topics, and you don't care about it, half of what they say, so you end up unsubscribing. So I've really tried my hardest to just stick to wrestling on here. I will try my hardest to do that because I know that you like hearing state of the WWE videos. I know you like hearing these over and over again, and I know you like the reviews for the most part, and maybe some of the slamming wrestling news as well. And I know that anything else is kind of filler that you didn't want, I think. And so I'm trying to keep it that way. But it means a lot to me that you click the subscribe button, because sometimes I see stuff on YouTube that I like, but I still don't even subscribe. But I want to make it so you have to subscribe, because you want to hear what I'm going to say next, because we're going to have another video tomorrow. We're going to have another one that day. We're always going to have a Monday Night Raw review video. You get done watching Raw, you want to vent about it, I'm here. You can call me. You can call the show. You can hear me raving about it. You can bring up your topics, and I'm going to do my best to actually start reading your comments more on the air when we go live, by the way. You're going to be a bigger part of the show next week, I'll tell you that. So it means a lot that you click that subscribe button and that you're here with me listening to all this stuff, because you guys provide a lot of feedback from me too. You think it's a lot of people, a lot of guys on YouTube and stuff like that. They say their opinions, and then they talk about some stuff that you guys say, but then they just stick to their opinions, and they're just there to get a lot of views, and that's all they care about. But I really read everything everybody writes, and even if I don't respond to everything, I'm telling you I read your comment. Every once in a while something slips through the cracks, and I respond a week later, but usually I respond right away. And I do read every single one of your comments. And even if I didn't respond to it, I read it, and I was, if I was angry with somebody or I didn't agree with something, you would get a comment back about it. So if your comment went unnoticed and you're like, oh man, he doesn't even respond to me. No. It means I took it in and I thought about it, and most likely I'll bring it up on the show. Whether it's directly responding to you, I'm going to try to do that more. But I won't forget about you guys. And I'm going to do a new thing on State of the WWE, where I do acknowledge all my new subscribers for that week. So I'll give a shout out, because it's important to me to give that to you guys. And I will, like I promised, once we get to 2,000, or once we get to 1,400 subscribers, which I think we're 18 away, I will give away that Ric Flair DVD. It's really happening. It's really here. I really want to do it. But I won't do it until we hit 1,400. And when we do that, I'll probably have like a call-in or something, like a third caller. Or I'll have a call-in with I'll ask a question, and whoever answers it right or whatever wins the DVD, I guess. I'll do something like that. And I also am going to be doing something for subscribers, which I'm not sure about yet, but I'm having stickers. I found something online that's like these cool stickers. It's like $10, and you get I think you get like 5,000 of them, and it's like $10. It's something crazy. So I'm gonna get these stickers made up that says Joe Cronin Show, and you can personalize all these things and the number subscriber you were when you subscribed. I think that's really cool. Maybe mail them out to everybody. I think that'd be real sick. You get a sticker that says Joe. I'm at Joe Cronin Show, number 2 subscriber, number 15 subscriber, number 500 subscriber, number 1,090th subscriber. And every day I'll sit here and I'll write in like 100 of them, 100 a day. And then I'll send the stickers out to your addresses, or whatever. I don't know. Something like that. I was thinking about that. If you want them, it's up to you. I don't know. It's weird. I just thought it was something cool to do. I subscribed to a comedian. He did something like that with T-shirts, but he made 50 T-shirts for his first 50 subscribers and sent them out. It's unnecessary, kind of, but it was just something cool. And on my Sundays when I'm sitting home bored or whatever, I can do it that day. At nighttime, at least. During the day, I'm hanging around with my son and whatever. We're doing all kinds of stuff. But anyway, guys, I totally rambled off wrestling topics, but I hope you were interested anyway. And I'm really going this time. Guys, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. And on Friday night SmackDown, I will see you later. Good night. This has been State of the WWE and State of My Life, I guess, at the end here. Episode 8. Later. Oh, hey, you know what? I tricked you. I'm back. if you get the chance, go on YouTube and if you like Vince McMahon or you're intrigued by Vince McMahon, I think one of the coolest interviews with Vince McMahon, or one of the funniest, it is a little bit of annoying because everybody talks over each other a bunch, but Howard Stern show. Check out Vince McMahon in 2001 on the Howard Stern show. Listen to it. It's about an hour long. It's awesome. I think it was a great interview. Just some good little insight to Vince McMahon, a little funny interview. That's if right now you're like, no, Joe, we want more. I want to listen to more. Well, go listen to the Vince McMahon interview on Howard Stern from 2001 after the WWE or WWF at the time had just gone public. There's my tip for you guys. Good night.